Good morning, DHS. My name is Caitlin Ledoux, and you are watching Blue Wave News.
So do you guys want to start by introducing yourselves?
Hi, I'm Ayana. I'm a senior and the president of the Black Student Union Club.
Hi, I'm Karis. I'm a junior and I'm the vice president of the Black Student Union Club.
Hi, I'm Osar and I'm also vice president of Black Student Union.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about what the club does and what the goal is?
Yeah, so the club formed back in 2018 when I was a sophomore by two older classmen seniors. And the real purpose of the club was honestly to have a safe space in DHS for the Black students. However, with that being said, we aren't like an exclusive Black only club because there are various people of different backgrounds that enjoy our club. We honestly talk about Black current events, have open debates. Like the club is honestly meant for a safe space, but also a line of communication between DHS students despite race.
And what are some things you've done specifically for Black History Month?
Well, this past few months in our meetings mainly, we've been talking about things like whether Harriet Tubman should be on the $20 bill. We've been talking about other ways of protesting, and we've just been having a lot of discussions. We even discussed whether or not we think Black History Month should be celebrated in itself. But we're also trying to look at Black businesses nearby. And we're thinking of planning an activity where people in the club, we make a day where we all go out to one of those businesses.
Awesome. So what are your guys' kind of future plans for the club and for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the school year, we've been talking to faculty members and department heads, and we've been really trying to implement more of Black culture into school curriculum. And I think we're making progress with that. Currently right now, I think DHS is going to offer African American studies and Latin studies next year. So that's a step in the right direction. And we just want to stir the conversation, not just about slavery, but about Black accomplishments and appreciating the culture and
So anyone can answer this one. What's your favorite part about Black Student Union?
For me personally, I think it's the community we've built. I feel like as an incoming freshman, I didn't really know too many Black students, and especially the ABC girls, and they would be in my class, but we didn't really talk. But throughout the past years, I feel like all of our connection has really grown, and we've been able to handle not only universal issues, but also issues within our own schools and come together and actually have conversations.
And to add on to what Ayana said, I feel like it's a safe place, but it's also a place where we can all connect and relate to each other, whether it's an incident that happens or our feelings and how we're feeling about a certain issue. And I just feel like, you definitely have friends in the club, and we all have each other's backs, which is nice.
And is there any final message that you guys want to convey? Sorry.
That's okay. I would say definitely, I don't want people to feel like they can't come to the club. I do feel like that's something a lot of people thought originally. And it's just a place of learning, not even just for non-Black students, but even for us. We all have varying opinions, and it's great sometimes to hear everyone's opinion. And so I would just say, join, participate. We love participation. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to meet with us.
Thanks. So the Black Student Union meets every Thursday after school at 3 on Zoom.
Now we take a look at the Authentic Science Research course.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Leventhal and I'm one of the ASR teachers.
I'm Mr. Lewis, I'm one of the ASR teachers as well.
And I'm Mr. Pratt, I'm another one of the ASR teachers.
So we wanted to create a course where students have an opportunity to get out in the real world, work with real scientists, and see what doing science is all about.
So ASR is basically a 3-year process that starts in your sophomore year. And so students who come in during their sophomore year, the main aim is to figure out what it is that you're interested in and to start developing expertise in your chosen topic area. By the junior year, the idea is that you have some idea of what topic you want to do, although those things can change sometimes, and to start reaching out to find a professional scientist that can be a mentor and help you along as you develop your project. During the summer before the senior year, you're actually going to complete that project under the guidance of a professional mentor. And then during the senior year, you compete in science fairs and wrap up the project so that you get a complete experience.
And along the way, there is so much to be gained from the ASR experience. Students have shared with me that not only have they developed the skills of time management, self-discipline in getting their work done, because basically ASR students will eventually determine their own curriculum, but they also have the advantage of learning how to contact professionals in a very professional manner, form working relationships with professionals in the field, in science labs, not only the principal investigator, but also the people working in the lab. Some of the most important skills, though, that students will come back and share with me is the ability to get up and speak in front of an audience, and that is huge.
Yeah, the true magic of ASR is that it's an opportunity for you to write your own journey and really you take yourself in the directions that you want to go.
Self-confidence, being comfortable with a topic and being able to teach it to other people. I have seen students who came in as a sophomore barely able to make eye contact and left ASR taking over the whole room.
Who should apply? Well, if you are interested in science, you should apply. If you have a passion about something, maybe in a STEM field or a science field, think about it. Check out the ASR website. And of course, we're always here to help you answer any questions you might have.
Students are interested in hydrogen fuel, who went on to college and then got a career in a alternative energy company.
I had a student who came in as a sophomore and told me that he wanted to be a particle physicist since he was in second grade, and he worked at Yale for 2 years under a mentor, and he is now getting his PhD at Stanford in particle physics. I mean, we've had kids go to digs in Greece, in England. It's remarkable what some of the opportunities that our ASR students have been able to find and pursue.
Whatever your interests are, if you have the motivation and the dedication to work on a project, sky's the limit.
Here's a performance from our orchestra classes to celebrate Black History Month.
Hi, I'm Casey Juma Padmore, and I'm a member of Community Council and of the Chamber Orchestra. In celebration of Black History Month, the Darien High School Orchestras has created a very special video performance for you to enjoy. The concert orchestra will be performing an arrangement of Jericho, which is a well-known African-American spiritual. The piece has been arranged for strings by David Schaffer. The chamber orchestra will be performing Adoration by Florence Price. Price was the first African-American woman to be recognized as a symphonic composer. The Chicago Symphony Orchestra premiered her symphony in E minor in 1933, which was the first composition by any African-American woman to be played by a major orchestra. The piece Adoration was originally written for organ, but this arrangement is by Elaine Fine.
First, we follow Miss Maclose and our AP Lit students on their take of 94 feet.
Okay, hi Elise. Hi Will. Hi Elizabeth. Hi. Hi Miss Maclose.
Hi.
Hi Miss Maclose. You ready to do 94 feet?
Yes.
All right, let's walk. Tell me the best thing about being on community council.
I like getting to help the schools in ways that I used to just complain about.
Favorite childhood book?
Probably The Kissing Man. Probably Wonder.
All right, you watching the Super Bowl this weekend?
Yes, I am.
Chiefs or Tampa Bay?
I guess Chiefs. I don't really care. I was rooting for the Bills.
Tell me, what's on your bedside table?
The final book in the Game of Thrones.
The New Jim Crow and Becoming by Michelle Obama.
Salty or sweet?
Sweet. Salty.
I would agree. How about your favorite book made into a movie?
I think The Shining is a really good book, but I know the movie's very different.
I like The Shining. I think it's as cool as the book.
Yes, I love those.
And what's the best advice you give to students?
The best advice I think is to stay true to your own voice as a writer.
Best writing advice you've ever gotten?
Don't be afraid to write with your own voice because it's more unique and authentic.
That's great. And how do you help kids to find that voice?
Well, I think that we really let them do all the pushing and challenging of their own voices, and we kind of just provide the questions for them to do their own thinking.
Ask good questions. I like it. So what new activity have you done in the pandemic?
Honestly, I haven't done anything new. I've just really continued doing things that I have done in the past.
Fair enough.
FaceTiming my friends and doing virtual movie nights.
Playing guitar.
Are you getting any good?
Kind of.
Good for you. Favorite pandemic snack?
Favorite pandemic snack? I would say cheddar skinny pop.
What?
Cheddar skinny pop.
So tell me, what advice would you give to teachers about breakout rooms?
I think letting us choose the breakout rooms will help us because sometimes we don't talk. It's really awkward.
That's very true.
Next, we spoke to some of you athletes at Darien High about this winter sports season.
And now is the time for our winter sports update. The girls basketball team are currently 1-2. The boys have a record of 2-1. Both teams' next game is Saturday against New Canaan. The boys hockey team are currently 1-2-1. The girls hockey team is undefeated. The next game for the boys is against Ridgefield, and the next home game for the girls hockey team is against Greenwich on Wednesday, March 3rd. The boys squash team is undefeated. Their next match is against New Canaan, and the girls recently beat New Canaan. The indoor track team has an unusual setup. This year the meets are being held outdoors and they are virtual. It's cold out. Good luck to the track teams.
Thank you for watching this episode of Blue Wave News. See you next time.